Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Florida. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to fire. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Daniels. And just a short, safe pass play to pick up a few. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down, fourth down coming up. The Gators will call on their punt team. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville.
The Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Gator! And that one will give him the lead. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Handoff to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Pocket breaking down. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on.
Illegal forward pass.
The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to fire deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Finds space on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today in Happy Valley. They're up by 10 over Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
With the catch, it's Floretta. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. To the ground to try to move the chain. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. Able to haul in the pass along the sidelines, but couldn't get. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Final play of the quarter coming. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. That slices the lead to 2. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
26, Arkansas, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Motion from the wideout. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Bounced off his feet.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that fourth down, you're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his target down the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Line gets set, first down. Wants to throw again. Looking deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. A low line drive and short kick. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown Gators! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And they'll try to tack on 2. Snap in the shotgun. Finds his big tight end. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
32, Arkansas, 17.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Lofts one high and deep. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to take off. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Flawletta. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Floating away. On the run, deep down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Grab near the marker. It's Flawletta. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, under-talked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back